Hello everybody, my name is Geko, and today we're playing some more Territorial.io. We're going to jump right into doing some 1v1 matches and continue to raise ourselves up in the leaderboards and try to work our way on up there. Before we get into it, I just want to remind you all that I do upload videos as frequently as I can, hopefully every single day, but if time doesn't allow, you can expect to see at least a few videos a week. Be sure to like the video if you enjoy this content, as the more likes I see on a video, the more I know that people like it, and therefore the more of that similar content you'll see. And just one last thing, I have recently launched a Discord for mostly aimed at Territorial.io right now. Link will be in the description. It's kind of a place for us to gather up and be able to communicate with each other. I am trying to play games with you guys, so please join in and I'd be more than happy to jump into some games, and you might end up in a video. Be great, right? Alright, well, enough of that jib-jab. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the game. This would be a great place to jump in here, but also so would over here. What I think I'll do is I'll kind of go a little bit north here and hope that they don't jump in right here. Ah, they did. That's okay. We can work with it. We're going to lower our interest a little bit more than we normally would, because we're trying to save up those points. I'm also going to try to spend less points on bots than I normally do. And we're already off to a decent start. Wait for about 5.3. Go ahead and expand again, try to get around this guy here, and then we're going to lower our points by quite a bit. He's already spending points on me, which I am a-okay with, because he is damaging his own interest there. And we'll try our best to envelop him, but also make sure not to spend too many points. As we cut him off from the world, he's already dropping points in us. I'm okay with that, because it uses up a lot more of your points to attack somebody who has a high amount of points than it does to go up against these little bots. And we're already in a pretty darn good position here. And he saw it, so he bailed out. Great. That was a great start. Let's go ahead, and he already left. I was going to give him a good game, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and jump in and do another one here. Maybe we'll get 4 rounds in if they stay short like that. So what I think I'll be doing more so now is I'll use my normal percentage that I like to use for attack as we expand, but then drop down my attack for when we are attacking bots. Somebody made a suggestion, which is a very great suggestion, very correct, that I was dropping too many points into bots, which eats up a lot more of my points. Okay, now this screams out the best spot, so does here though. They only have 3 points, and they chose a pretty bad spot, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose right here. Do about our normal percentage for growth in the beginning. I got that about perfect timing. And he's already pushed himself into the top, which is great. Now we'll go ahead and expand again at 6% there. Wait for 5% if we can. There we go. Wasn't quite 5%, but I get nervous about our interest plummeting. Go ahead and expand again kind of quickly here. Drop our points by quite a lot so that we can focus our points into bots. And we already have quite a lot more points than this gentleman does, which is just great. Go ahead and send a ship on up here since we're so far ahead of them. We have some time to allow a ship to make the distance. Be a little bit careful here. I was getting a tidbit aggressive on my points. We're still doing quite well right now. We have them pretty well surrounded off. Just trying to get to the shoreline here. And since we have them cut off so well, I think that he already knows that he's lost. But I want to make sure that we have a solid victory. I don't want to jump the gun. Which we're already pretty darn close to a solid victory here. I don't want to rub it in his face, you know. We'll go ahead and boost up our attack a little bit and push on forth. Why is it doing nothing? It's just instantly dying. There we go. This will give us a great chunk of interest here by taking on these bigger bots so that we can close him off a little faster, because since he's not really attacking at all, there we go. Now that's good game. One thing you may notice when, like, I was just attacking him a bunch there and my points weren't really going, or he wasn't really taking any damage at all, and that's because he wasn't attacking anybody. Because all of his points, or his troops, were ultimately ready to defend and wipe out our attack a little bit faster. It still damages his points, but it doesn't take over a lot of his territory. So that was another nice quick match there. Let's go ahead and play another one. As long as the next one doesn't take a long time, I think we'll have enough time for 4 rounds in this game. And look at that, there's one right there. And we're going up against somebody who's quite a bit weaker than us. It's unfortunate when you see somebody that low in the points, but also beneficial for us. I think I'm going to go here, because then we'll be somewhat close to the shoreline and have the space to expand. And let's see what this guy does. Just because he has low points doesn't mean that he's going to lose, so we shouldn't take it for granted that that he may not be that great of a player. But he is already in the top, so that's a good sign for us. And once we get closed off here, we'll go ahead and drop our percentage. And I'm going to say that's about it. We'll go ahead and go like right there. And then try to attack the weakest bots we can. While we build up some territory. Also, again, timing on when they're try to watch for when bots are going to be spending their points. Our opponent over there has not grown very much, so we're looking in a pretty good spot here. We'll go ahead and send a ship on over to that island there so we can try to cut him off the top there before he expands too far. But since we've blocked off his ability to grow outwards, he has no choice but to attack us. So we'll make sure to keep focusing on smaller bots that get us more points. Now notice I'm attacking right now. If he attacks me again, which he didn't, I did a little bit. If I'm actively attacking people, then he will get a little bit more growth than he would if I'm not actively attacking people. and he caught on to it, and he left the game. Cool. That's 3 wins right there. I don't feel like I was as efficient as I could have been, but I definitely had enough to get what it takes, and that's pushed us above 60 points there. If we come back and look at the leaderboard real quickly, we got about a little less than 1/3 of what we need to get up into the top 10, so we're making our way up there. That's for sure. Another little thing to note for anybody who's doing the 1v1s is in a recent update that the creator of the game created or made, if you are inactive for 1 day, 1 full day, then you start to lose points, and the longer you're inactive, the more points you lose. He doesn't define how point loss works, he just mentions that you do lose points. So if you want to be working your way up the ranks, make sure that you're playing every single day. Even if it's just 1 game real quickly, it might even be, I don't know how many points you lose, so it might even be better to play a game and lose it than not play at all. But just a little pro tip there for you guys. And hopefully we made it in time. Yes, we did. Great. And we got a guy who's, again, not that high in points here. Once again, doesn't mean that he will lose. And he chose that spot there. I'm going to go ahead and go down here and try to cut him off to the north before he gets a chance to move up. Bring our percentage down here. There's our 6.65 as normal. And 6%. We'll be waiting on through till 5% here. I will have a video coming up that'll probably come out after this one. As some of you may know, I do record my videos a few days in advance, but I'm hoping to create a decent tutorial on how interest rates work, because some people have asked me about how they work since I bring it up so often. So we'll definitely be going over that in the future. Lower my points for bots. And where is, I don't even know where he was. Oh, was he Empire? I think he was Empire, right? Directly north of me there. So we're going to try to get ahead of him here. He does have a lot more points than we have right now. But we have a pretty darn high interest rate. So definitely, I'm just going to focus on smaller bots. Try to do 1 at a time so that our points save up, as we do have quite a bit more land than he does. And he's got a lot more points than we have right now, which is not great, honestly. He is pushing about double our points right now, but we have a lot more land than he does. I should probably cool down on some of my attacks here. Oh, bad timing on Sylvania. I saw 10,000 and went for it. That's okay. Try to just do 1 bot at a time right now to make sure that our points surpass him. He doesn't have any choice but to start attacking us. There's a bot here with 1,000,000 points. Well, he just wasted them all, so we'll gladly take that up. And this game is definitely ours now. A little bit worrisome for a moment there, but we definitely got this in the bag, as we have over 4 times as much land as he does. I'll go ahead and actually start attacking him now, once we finish up with this bot here. And he wasted all of his points in a kamikaze attack, so good game. And he left the game, so I can't give him the good game symbol. But that was a good 4 rounds for us. Normally I'd try to get at least 3 in, but we got 4 today because they went pretty quickly. So I want to thank you again so much for being with me. Make sure to like the video if you enjoy this content. The more likes I see on a video, the more I know that that's the kind of content that I should keep pushing out for you guys. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for games that you'd like to see me play, different tactics you would like to see me use, or things I should be doing, challenges that I might potentially do in the future. I haven't really done a whole lot. I would like to, but right now, being so busy, it's a little bit easier to just kind of focus on what we already know. I think I already said make sure to subscribe because I do upload nearly daily. Currently it's daily, but in the future that may change, and it may be as little as a few times a week, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, but there will be regular content coming out. So make sure to subscribe, and until next time, I just hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and toodaloo.